What is going on, guys? Will Makes Random Videos back in another video, and today I'm going to be telling y'all about my GoPro vlog setup. Now, the GoPro that I'm using for this vlog setup is the GoPro Hero 9, and on the GoPro Hero 9 I have the GoPro Media Mod. And the reason to use the Media Mod is because the built-in microphone on the GoPro isn't very good. Also, so that I can attach my display, that is the GoPro Display Mod. And this can be very helpful for trying to frame up a shot or whatever, like say you're trying to record you talking to your friend or whatever. It's good for trying to frame it because I have the rule of thirds on it. Hey monster, you wanna be in the video? You wanna be in the video? Come here. We got Monster up in the video. Now you notice on the front of my GoPro it looks a lot different than most other people's vlog setups with GoPros. That's because I have a UV filter on there. And I have a filter adapter to attach this UV filter. It is a 52mm filter that I have on the front of it. And the adapter came with this and the lens cap. I have a video talking about this adapter and like how to attach it and whatnot. It wasn't the highest quality, but it exists on my channel. Now, the microphone that I use on the GoPro, which I couldn't get hooked up with this setup, the microphone that I used with this vlog setup is the Deity D4 Duo. And this microphone is a dual recording microphone in the fact that it can record the back of it can record the behind the camera audio and then in front of the camera audio. This can be very helpful for if you're interviewing your friends or whatnot, and if you just are like recording walking around and you want to get what's in front of it, but you don't want but you still want to be able to hear your voice along with what's in front of the camera. And you can also edit this later in post to make it sound, yeah. Now the reason it's off to the side like it is on the ball head adapter and the hot shoe to 1/4" thread mount, or ghetto mount setup that I have, is because if you don't have it like this, because the GoPro is a very wide angle, it has a very wide angle lens on it, sometimes the microphone will flop into shot, and because I have it on shock mount, or because most microphones come on shock mounts, you get what I'm saying, it'll flop down in shot. And you don't want that, because it doesn't look good. It takes up a lot of your frame. Now the two tripods I use with this camera is the 20-inch flexible tripod from On, which is Walmart's brand, and the 5.5-inch tabletop tripod from On, which is Walmart's brand again. And I would highly recommend On tripods from Walmart because they're cheap. I'm pretty sure the 5.5-inch tabletop tripod was only like $15 and is a very high quality tripod. And I would highly recommend checking these out if you're a smaller content creator like me, or even if you're a bigger content creator and you just want to save some money. Now the camera settings, which is arguably the most important part, or the most important aspect of video. So, for my resolution and frame rate, I have it set to 4K, 30 frames per second. And the reason I have it like this is because 60 FPS, the shutter speed has to go too high to actually pick up everything in an indoor space, for example. And 30 FPS is better than 24 FPS.
30.
Okay.
Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah. 24 is like your career's fading. Like you're
on YouTube, for example, because a 60 hertz screen does not display 24 FPS very well once it's been like converted to 30 FPS, however YouTube's compression and stuff works. Now the lens that I use, which the GoPro has several built-in lenses, and I use the Super View, which is the widest lens and is limited to 30 FPS. And I have Hyper Smooth Boost on because that combined with the Super View, which is very wide lens, creates an awesome, like ultra smooth, just awesomeness. And I have it set to the highest bit rate possible because it gives you the best visual quality, and I don't have to worry about file size, being that I have a 120 byte or 28 gigabyte as SD card. Now I do have the shutter speed set to auto because it'll just automatically adapt whenever you, for say, get out of a car and you go from being in a darker area to being in a super bright area. Or you walk inside a building and you go from being a super bright area where the shutter speed's pretty high to lowering the shutter speed very quickly, because the GoPro is very reactive whenever it adapts to all that. I also have the white balance set to auto because you go in from daylight, you go into indoors, not everybody uses the daylight bulbs or whatnot. And for example, what I'm recording with right now is two 2700 Kelvin lights and a 3100 Kelvin light right there, along with a green LED box right there. I do have the ISO max set to 800 because it gives you the perfect blend of not having a lot of video noise indoors, but still being able to see stuff indoors, because the GoPro has such a small sensor that it'll pick up stuff better. Then I have the sharpness set to low because it will over sharpen it at anything above medium, and adding sharpness in post just looks better. Sadly, you can't manually change the settings on phones that well, or at least I'm just stupid and don't know how to use Filmic Pro, and so I'm just using the default camera app until I learn how to use Filmic Pro. Now I do have the color set to flat because I like to color grade my own videos and stuff and photos and all that. And so, for example, this is what it would look like uncolor graded for this video, and then this is what it would look like color graded. Now I do have the wind reduction off because it'll EQ the mic weird and it'll sound weird and all that. And the Deity D4 Duo does have the dead cats already on the microphone, so those are supposed to reduce a lot of wind and whatnot. And it just helps for whenever the camera senses something that semi sounds like wind, for it to not like freak out and change all your audio settings and whatnot. This has been my GoPro vlog setup. Let me know if you want to see more videos where I explain like setups and stuff with cameras and all that. And like, for example, I have a 4 light setup right now just to get this small little frame, and that's not including all my LED strips and all that. And yeah. Anyways, we'll see you in the next one. Be sure to like and subscribe. The cat is tired, and good. Bye.